babysitting some kids right now.
Don't give me side eye. And we are not babysitting. We are having company. Hi, kids. You know who this is. Layla. Hi, Layla.
No.
Okay, so we have another book from the Bear series. It's called A Visitor for Bear. You see those jazz hands back there? And this book is by Bonnie Becker, illustrated by Katie MacDonald Denton. Okay, that's what the bear books. I just like the bear books. So there it is, A Visitor for Bear. I'm sorry about the glare. Again, I'm sorry about the glare. But anyway.
But the kids would care about the glare.
Look at that big bear and that little mouse. So I guess, guys, this is the first book in the series. And I didn't know about this book first. But this is how Bear and Mouse met. Layla, what's wrong with your face over there?
Care about the glare.
This is our title page. Isn't that pretty? I love pictures. I've always loved illustrations in books. To me, that's what it's about. Yep, that's our title page. All right. So, no one ever came to Bear's house. It had always been that way, and Bear was quite sure he didn't like visitors. He even had a sign. No visitors allowed. You see that? My goodness. He is serious. No visitors allowed. He's serious, y'all. Yes. You can't remember? I used to talk to her this way. She doesn't remember.
Yeah.
All right. One morning, Bear heard a tap, tap, tapping on his front window. Bear is looking all domesticated, honey. He is wearing his apron and getting ready. It must be Saturday morning. He is chilling. He is about to make his breakfast. That's how I feel on Saturday mornings. I love Saturday morning. When he opened his door, there was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. No visitors allowed, Bear said, pointing to the sign. Go away. He closed the door and went back to the business of making his breakfast. Look at that. Isn't that a nice house? Bear has a very nice house. He set out 1 cup and 1 spoon. But when he opened the cupboard to get the 1 bowl, what you think's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? He has a nice house, huh? His house looks old-fashioned. Look at his sink. That's how he gets his water. That's old-fashioned pump. And look at his stove over there. You see his stove over there with the tea kettle? It's very old-fashioned stove. There was the mouse! Small and gray and bright-eyed. Oh! He was taken off guard. He's like, oh my gosh, there's a mouse in my house. Layla looking at me like, oh my God. She's so embarrassed.
Help me.
I told you to leave, cried Bear. Perhaps we could have just a spot of tea, said Mouse. Out, commanded Bear. Most sorry, said Mouse. I'll be going now. Bear showed him to the door and shut it firmly. You know what that means? He kind of slammed it. Just a little bit. He slammed it just a little bit. I think Mouse's feelings are hurt. Then he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the bread drawer for 1 slice of bread, what do you think he's going to make? Some toast or some French toast? Look at Bear minding his business. There was the mouse.
The mouse.
Smiling, gray, and bright-eyed. Oh! Look at Bear's face. He is like, you know what? This is team too much. You all in my stuff. Didn't I tell you to get out? Now me, I'd be crying if I saw a mouse.
Is he in my bread?
Unbelievable! Away with you, vamos! I'd like a bit of cheese, said Mouse. Bear pointed a rigid claw to the door. Yes, then, here I go, said Mouse. Farewell. And the mouse whisked out the door. Wow, looked more like a jump. Ooh, Bear is big and loud and looks ferocious. Doesn't he look ferocious? My goodness. Mouse is like, oh, let me get out of here. Look at Bear's face. He is not happy. He is not happy. This time, Bear shut the door very firmly and tight. And locked it tight. He locked the windows too, for good measure. He's saying he's not getting back up in here. Then once again, he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the fridge to get one egg, do you sing when you're cooking breakfast? Layla does. She does. There was the mouse! Small and gray and bright-eyed, of course. Be gone! Roared Bear. Look at his mouth. You see all his throat. Oh my gosh. Now that's how I would look, crying, if a mouse was in my house, just crying. A crackling fire, ventured the mouse. This is impossible. This is intolerable, insufferable, cried Bear, shaking with anger and disbelief. Oh, he is just so mad. Terribly sorry, murmured Mouse. Now you see me. Now you don't. I am gone. And the mouse looked very sorry indeed, while he waited for Bear to unbolt the door and let him out again. Mouse feels really bad for what he's doing. Mouse is like, my bad. This time before he went back to the business of making his breakfast, Bear shut the door very, very, very firmly and locked it. Boarded the windows shut, stopped up the chimney, and even plugged the drain in the bathtub. Now, he feels like he's gotten every possible way this mouse could have got in here. He has a nice bathtub. Nice big soaker bathtub. You hold your back and chill in there till you're all pickled. Carefully, Bear set about the business of making his breakfast. He opened the cupboard. No more mouse. He opened the bread drawer. Nothing. Whew. Bear looks like he needs a new apron. Oh. He opened the fridge. Mouse free. Yes, indeed. He lifted the lid to the tea kettle. He's pretty happy with himself right now. At peace. Layla said his apron looks like a bib. There was a mouse! Small and gray, and well, you know, the rest. Bear fell to the floor and went, I give up. He blubbered, you win. I am undone. Oh my gosh. That's actually how I cry when I see rodents in my house.
You know me? I'm gone. Gone.
So sorry, said the mouse. But perhaps if I could have just a bit of cheese and a cup of tea, and do you think we could unstopper the chimney and have a nice fire? Bear blew his nose with a loud honk. Then you must go, he sniffled. No visitors allowed. You have my word, said Mouse. I mean, who wants a friendship like that? Like, you had to wear him down. I guess that's what it takes sometimes. I've had to be persuaded. And then I've had some wonderful friendships. Bear unshuttered and unboarded the windows, unlocked the door, unstopped the chimney, and unplugged the drain. My goodness, I know Bear's hungry now. He brought out 2 plates of cheese and 2 teacups, and he made a crackling fire in the fireplace for 2 sets of toes. The mouse warmed his feet and nibbled and sipped, and Bear did too. They sat for a long while. The clock in Bear's house ticked loudly. Can you see Mouse? He's sitting way over there. Bear has a nice living room. Bear cleared his throat. The mouse looked most attentive. No one had ever been most attentive to Bear. The fire is nice, announced the Bear. Lovely, said Mouse. No one had ever said Bear's fires were lovely. I could do a handstand, said Bear. Very impressive, said Mouse. I think Bear actually wanted a friend. He just didn't know it. Bear told a joke. The mouse laughed heartily. No one had ever laughed at Bear's jokes before. Bear began to think of another joke. The mouse set down his teacup. Bear quickly lifted the teapot. There's plenty more, he said. I think he feels like he has a friend. So sorry, said Mouse. Most kind, but I must be on my way. Really, you needn't go, said Bear. I am off, said the mouse, springing up from his chair. Wait, cried Bear. The mouse stepped out the door. Toodaloo, said the mouse. Oh, Bear, he's like, wait a minute. Isn't this a turn of events? He was trying to keep him out. Now he's trying to keep him in. Don't go, wailed Bear, throwing his body across the path. But I give you my word, said Mouse. I gave you my word, said Mouse. Mouse, pointing to the no visitors sign. I mean, after he was a nuisance, now he wants to abide by the rules. Oh, that, cried Bear, pulling down the sign and tearing it up. That's for salesmen, not for friends.
You're my friend now.
Bear has claimed him. Not for friends? Asked Mouse, smiling gray and bright-eyed. Bear nodded. The mouse's bright eyes glowed brighter. Bear smiled. I think we're friends. Do you like one lump or two? Said Bear most politely. I like two, said Mouse. And Bear agreed. It's tea time. All right, kids. We enjoyed you. Have a wonderful day.
Get your naps.
Remember you are loved and that you are a wonderful person and you're unique and you're special. And never forget that. Always remember it, and it's important. There's nobody else like you.
It's very important, kids.
So you are very important because we need you. Everyone needs you. You. You're unique you. All right. Bye, y'all.